Hey, what's up guys? It's Dustin from Axle Deep Ranch, and today I'm going to show you how to smoke tri-tip. So tri-tip is primarily a West Coast thing. I'm in Tennessee right now, and every store we go to, you can't find it anywhere. I've tried several different stores here. I know a lot of people from the East Coast have never even heard of tri-tip. On one of our last trips back, I brought my neighbor some tri-tip, and he had no idea how to cook it. I bought him a pack of 4, and he called me a little worried that when they thawed out, his meat fell into four pieces. I had to explain to him a few times there was 4 different tri-tip in there, so you can cook it like a steak, you can smoke it. I'm going to show you how we normally do it. So with tri-tip, it's usually we do more of a faster, hotter cook, so you don't normally need a lot of this fat, so I'm going to trim some of it off. It's not going to cook long enough for it to render down, so it's not going to taste very good with it all on there. You can buy these that are already trimmed, which is, I guess, a lot easier, but it's a lot cheaper doing it yourself. So just like most meats, whenever you do cut up your tri-tip, after it's cooked, you want to cut against the grain. And tri-tip has grain running 2 ways, so if you split it down right here, on this side the grains running this way, and on the long side the grains run this way. So always cut against the grain. It makes it a lot more tender that way. So you can season however you like your seasoning. I'm just going to do the salt, pepper, garlic. It is a little bigger piece of meat, but you don't have to cover it. I know usually they call it barbecue rub, but you really don't want to rub it, you want to pat it in. Garlic. I like to use coarse salt. Pat it all in and flip it over. You get more flavor if you're using coarse pepper and coarse salt, I think anyway. Try not to make a mess. I know I always give my wife a hard time for always making a mess when she cooks, and I know I do too. And at the end, we're going to let it sit here for 15-20 minutes, just enough for the smoker to warm. So I'm probably going to smoke this about 350 degrees for about an hour. Should get to the medium rare. And after that, I'm going to open a sear plate. I have a Pit Boss pellet smoker, so it has a sear plate you open for a direct flame. Sear it on each side for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Should give it a nice bark to it. So to turn these on, just turn it to smoke, open the lid, and let the smoke start rolling. You should leave the lid open until the smoke runs clear, and then you can turn it up to whatever temperature you want, which will be 350 in our case, and close the lid. So I waited for the smoker to come up to temp, 350 degrees. My smoker burns a little hot on the right, so I'm going to put the fattest part to the right, keep it all on the left side. So anytime you're smoking anything, you want to put it in the smoker and check on it the least amount of times as you can. It's like the old saying is, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. It's true. Every time you open that lid, you lose smoke, and the temperature drops too. So I'm going to leave the tri-tip in there without checking on it for at least 40-45 minutes to get the most smoke flavor I can get out of it. It is a little hotter cook, so you're not get the best smoke flavor, but it's gonna be good. All right, it's been about 50 minutes, I say. Check on it. That's perfect pull off. Open the sear grate. Do reverse around. Flip it. Let us sear on both sides. Alright, so let's pull it off. Alright, so we pulled it off about 138, 139. Did a reverse sear for about 30 seconds on each side. So before we cut into it, you gotta let it rest. But first, I'm gonna put a couple slices of butter on there, so when it rests and the meat relaxes, it pulls that melted butter inside of it, makes it a little more tender. Let's go ahead and cover the top with foil. And we're gonna let that rest for at least 15 minutes. That's what I like to do. And I am cooking some rice pilaf behind me right here, so I think my father-in-law is gonna make some chili beans. We're gonna have some tri-tip rice pilaf and chili beans. It's gonna be a good dinner. So I did get a little distracted. I was also doing laundry and cooking the rice pilaf at the same time. Should have pulled it off probably about 1:35, maybe a little earlier, and seared it a little longer, but it should still turn out very tasty. But once it's rested long enough, I will show you guys what it looks like. All right, so we let this rest for about 20 minutes. Let's see what this looks like. All right, see all the butter melted. So I remember the grain ran right there, so we're gonna cut it down the middle. So that actually turned out pretty good. It's almost perfect. Let me cut this up a little bit. It's a nice, perfect color. Look how juicy that is. And of course, you got the dogs going off. Hey, Zeus, Colt. So amazing. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I am trying to get better at doing this. I've never done this before, like I said in the last video. Hopefully I get better at talking on camera, but I want to be able to show you guys different parts of our lives from building the shops. I just did this cooking video. Let me know what else you might want to see. Hopefully we get some of our animals from California here soon, or we get some more goats over here. I'll be able to show you those. They're pretty entertaining to watch. But thanks for watching.